All right, guys, so finally, after about a month, I am on the Gulf. I got tired of waiting for the wind to quit. It's calm right now, but if you look, there ain't no water. This is a wider spot in this creek, so where I just came from, I couldn't even run the motor. I had to use the trolling motor. So we're gonna ease our way out of this creek and try to do some fishing. The wind's supposed to pick up the later in the day it gets, but it's early enough now. It's just a good breeze going on. Hopefully it don't get too rough out there. I brought shrimp just in case it does, so we can crawl up in a creek and throw on bottom in one of them deeper holes, see if we can catch a fish that way. But it's time to get on the Gulf. I don't know what they're biting because I ain't been out here in so long, but I got a little bit of everything, including shrimp. Hope I don't have to use the shrimp, but we're gonna get out there and see if we can catch something. All right, guys, y'all don't even want to know how hard it was to get out of the mouth of that creek. It was like this deep. I couldn't even run the trolling motor in it, so I pushed with the paddle, pushed in the dirt until we got out here. It took a while, honestly, till I got in deep enough water. So there's no fish in the grass line or in the creeks just yet. We're gonna get the full incoming tide today, which is pristine for catching redfish, but we gotta wait for it to rise a little bit before we can even get to that territory. But I ran out here and found us some patchy grass. It was mostly rocks and real shallow rocks and sand bottom up closer to the shore. So I ran out here until I found some patchy grass, and we're gonna see if we can catch some trout. This is what I'm gonna start with. Little pink paddle tail on a lead head. Nothing real fancy. Gonna toss it around for a while. Probably switch up to a plug if this don't work. I wish I would have brought a top water, but I did not. It is slick out here right now. I feel like the wind is gonna start when the tide starts rolling in real good. But hopefully we'll be in close by then. All right, so I think I missed the only trout out here. Dead low tide is the worst time to fish. This shrimp ain't even getting messed with by any bait fish, so you know it's bad. But the tide should start rolling in any minute, honestly, so I don't want to miss it. So I'm gonna roll up in close and try to struggle in that shallow water for a little bit. Can't be any worse than out here. And I think we'll have a lot better luck up there. I hope it's rose at least like 3 or 4 inches so I can actually fish it. All right, guys, so there's supposed to be a lot of water coming in, and it's taking forever. I mean, it's deep enough you can throw a plug as long as it doesn't dive, but I have not seen any fish out there. It is crystal clear water, and usually when you're in water that shallow and that clear, you'll scare off redfish. I have not, but I did find this hole right here, and this thing is ridiculously deep. The water's crystal clear, and I was looking at it, and it was like 4 to 6 foot deep right up there, and there was rocks all over the bottom. And then it drops off right here, and you cannot see bottom. And there's a lot of water churning right here. So we're gonna throw a shrimp on bottom. And we're just gonna be patient and wait for the oyster bars out there to start disappearing. And when they start disappearing, that's when we're gonna get back to throwing plugs. I got here a little early. But honestly, with how much water is supposed to come in today, I figured it would come in a little faster. It absolutely has not. So, just a patience game today. Yes, that is a fish. Oh, that's a decent fish. Got it. First fish. I switched sides of the creek just because it was way easier to throw downstream right here. And that's a trout. Good trout. Maybe not a good one, but hey, a trout on the shrimp. The wind picked up big time. Tide's starting to, the oyster bars are still up pretty good. So it's not quite time to go out there yet, but there's a little trout. He was definitely not a keeper, but hey, we will take that. That's the first fish we got in the boat, even though we had to use shrimp. That's all right too. Feel like when the water gets a little higher, the plugs will start working anyway. There's a good fish. That's gonna be a red. Let's go. I think they're starting to bite now that that wind's kicking. It's done got up to about 15 miles an hour out there. Probably time to start throwing some plugs. Oh, we might have our keeper red in the boat already. Yeah, that's a red. He's not very big actually. He's probably going back. If I would have showed up 2 hours later than I did, I would have caught fish right off the rip. But that's part of it. You can take the time when the tide's real low like that and just kind of explore around if you can. Find out where some of the deeper holes are that you can't see when the tide's high. Kind of help you out on a future trip, you know? Some of these holes you'll never know are here unless you come out here on a dead low tide. Like this one. It's got fish in it too. Oh. There's another good fish. Oh, I picked up both of my other rods with it. That's a mess. I think he's still on there. Oh yeah. All right, so the reds are biting now. 2 casts in a row. No, that might be a big trout. I hope that's a big trout. If it is, he's a stud. Definitely gonna be a keeper red if it is. He got some flight to him. He ain't that big. They wanted you to have a perfect tide today before they started biting, I'll tell you that much. I hope you didn't swallow it, because I was going to throw you back. Even though you're around 18 inches. I can get that out. Perfect. That's what pliers are for. Another red. I'm about to throw this shrimp out one more time just for the heck of it. And then it's time to throw plugs. All right, guys, we ended up back in the same hole. Mostly because the wind is blowing 20 miles an hour. So I tried to plug fish the creek, and I went in there and done that for like an hour, and this is all I caught. A pinfish. So we got us some cut bait. But we're gonna sit right here. I tried to go out on the grass line because I feel like I could catch the fish on the grass line, but the wind is blowing too hard. It's white capping out there, pushing me right up against the shore. It's not worth it at all. Plus the GoPro does not do well in high winds. That's all you'd hear would be the wind. So we're gonna stick it out in the creek. Not the way I wanted to fish today, but definitely not unexpected. I knew the wind was gonna start blowing. I just hoped I'd have a little bit more time at high tide before it did start. But that's all right. Feel like we'll catch at least a keeper red right here. Maybe a few other fish. So let's get to it. Oh, cut bait. Cut bait, cut bait. Something just hit that hard. I think he still got it. Can't even catch up to him. Drag's so loose. Did he swim? Oh, that's a fast fish. What we got? Probably a sail cat? No? Big trout. That's not what I expected. That thing was coming to the boat quick. I probably swallowed it. That is a gator. Not what I was expecting on the cut bait, but my lord, what a trout. Man, that is a tank of a trout. That son of a gun's heavy. Man, you know, all this time I've had this boat since I got it fixed, and I do not have a measuring stick yet. I keep forgetting to buy one, but I found this old rusty, been in the bottom of the boat what looks like forever, so we're gonna use it. The 21-inch trout. Nothing crazy, honestly. I usually throw him back over 20, but since he's the only fish we've caught today, he's going in there. There's plenty enough meat on that fella. Look how fat he is. And if we get a red to go with him, that's the only 2 fish I'm gonna keep. Beautiful fish. Well, big guy, on any other day, you go back loose. Not today. Now let's catch our red. Oh, there's a good fish. Oh yeah. Trying to cut me a new piece of cut bait because that one got stolen. And there's a decent little fish on the shrimp. Nothing crazy though. Probably another small red. Got a little bit of pull to him. No, that's another trout. Black drum. Black drum. Oh, maybe it's sheephead. I hope it's sheephead. But it looks like a black drum. Definitely a black drum. Oh, look at that. Caught something different. Look at there. Not a bad size one. Nothing crazy. He's definitely going back. Just another species we caught today. We'll take that. There he is. That's a good fish. I think. Yeah, he's running, son. Get on up, dude. What are you? Another black drum? No, another gator trout. Oh, man. That one's got some pull to him. Did not see that coming at all. That was on a shrimp. Hooked him right in the lip, too. He's got some pull. Get in the net. Gator trout number 2. That is another giant. Man, that one was on a shrimp. Is he bigger than the last one? He might be. He's going back either way, but he is a beauty. .22.5-inch trout. That's as pretty a trout as you want to see. Big gal back in the water. Beautiful fish. Heavy too. Oh, that's a good fish. I mean, barely nibbled on it. It's gonna be another gator trout. Well, I know it's in this creek, guys. I got one more spot I want to take us to try. He's not a gator. That might be a slot trout. Get in here. Wee. Yeah. I think he's a little big. Some dang healthy trout in this creek. Those reds, when I first time I stopped and fished here, they left. Now all that's in here is good trout. Can't complain about that, but they're all too big. He is in fact under 19. He's 18. Let's go. 18-inch trout. Beautiful. Now we got 2 fish in the cooler. We're gonna go try that other spot, see if we can get a red, and if not, we're calling it a day. All right, guys, this next spot I told y'all I was gonna try was absolutely empty. There's nothing here, and I don't feel like fighting the whitecaps out there to find another creek to crawl into, so we're gonna call it a day. You know, not too bad a day considering the conditions. I bet if I could have ran the grass line like I like to do, we could have caught some good reds, but we just didn't do it today. I figured we'd catch a good mid-20s red today on shrimp in the creek, but it just didn't happen. So we got 2 nice trout in the cooler, and we caught 2 giants, honestly. So not a bad day at all. Hope y'all liked the video. Thank you for watching.